Jamie, a couple of months now into your time at MK Dons, how have you found it so far?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. I think it helps with the start that we've had in the league, but it's a fantastic club with great facilities and so far been really enjoyable.
For a coach coming in, obviously you've come in with an awful lot of familiar faces around you. Does that make it easier to settle, do you think?
Yeah, I think it makes it easier to bed in, like with obviously Liam and Lawrence. It makes it, easier to come into training and get your points across because they understand what you're doing as well. So I think that has helped all of the staff, to bed in and get, running straight away.
It was a poor start that MK Dons have made to the season, and as you alluded to, you kind of hit the ground running. Yeah,
and it wasn't expected. Us from afar, we expected MK Dons to be up there and be challenging straight away. Didn't work out that way, and we've come in and had a good start. As we said, obviously we've got to keep that going, but we're really pleased of how we've done so far. We've gone from sort of near the bottom half of the table to into the playoffs place now, so just got to make sure we keep that going, not get carried away with what we've done so far, and hopefully if we can go up in first, second or third, that's a fantastic achievement, but we want to keep winning games.
Those winning streaks, stringing them together, it's what makes a strong season, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, it's being consistent, on a weekly basis, and the boys have done that really well so far. So we're really pleased with where they are and took everything on board so far. Just got to keep that going.
A very strong squad that you've sort of picked up. An awful lot of players, but I suppose when you've got games like tomorrow night in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, they're the sort of games normally for youngsters, but also to get your second string minutes as well.
Yeah, exactly. We have got a really, really good squad of players, and you can rotate around. And I think these games give us opportunity to see some players that haven't played and need minutes as well. So they are beneficial, and it gives everyone a chance, like you say, tomorrow night to show the gaffer and us what they can do if they haven't had some game time up to now.
And it's important, it's at an important time of the season as well, isn't it? Because you've got players coming back, but sometimes you can't always just give minutes to players because there's just not that opportunity.
No, exactly. And say some players have been unfortunate. Some were injured when we first come in and they've had to bide their time. Other players have played every minute and they need a break as well. So there's swings and roundabouts. Like I say, there'll be some players that haven't had lots of minutes up until now, but they've got a chance to show the manager what they're capable of doing and stake a claim to get back into the squad.
And I suppose you'll be keen to see what they can offer you.
Yeah, exactly, because like I said, they haven't had a chance yet, and we want to see what they're capable of doing and where they can play and what they bring to the team and their attributes. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Explain to us a little bit what your role is alongside Scott Lindsay.
Yeah, it involves a lot of things in coaching side of it on the grass, but I think Gaffer likes to have a chat and discusses a lot of things on and off the pitch. I've always said from day one with him that I'll be open and honest with what I think, so I give him sometimes a different angle and different approach. Sometimes he listens and sometimes he doesn't, but that's what you do when you're the manager. So it's my job to keep testing him and pushing the boundaries with him, which I think makes him a better coach and a better manager as well. So yeah, it's not just about being on the grass and putting some sessions on and doing that. It's about making sure that we get everything right going into games.
How is it that you started to work alongside him?
Yeah, well, I knew Gaff from playing, or he's playing in the same area as us, like in Kent, and knew of him. I didn't know him, really well, and then just one Sunday he got the Swindon job, and he rung up out of the blue and just said, "Look, I need assistant manager. You come back from working abroad. Do you want to come and join the staff?" And it was a great opportunity for me, and we hit the ground running and got off straight away, and been working close, ever since.
You mentioned working abroad. I mean, what a job to have landed in Bangladesh.
Yeah, it's a fantastic experience. Really enjoyed the games and the camps that we did. Definitely learnt a lot, from not just from football side of it, but from life as well. So, it's one of them that you had to do it. It come up at the right time for me, and thought, to develop as a person and as a coach, it was the right thing to do, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
It must be difficult though, because I don't know off the top of my head, but many Bangladeshi players, but it must have been difficult for you to go find them.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know really where it was, and it just sort of come up out of the blue, and thought, you know, their international management team. It is something that I wanted to do, and all the players were local, so we started to recruit a few players from abroad and from Europe and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the biggest one that I think they've landed now is obviously Chowdhury at Leicester. He's got a Bangladesh passport, so I think he'll be looking to play for them in the future. But other than that, there isn't one that you'd know of.
Does that help as well in your coaching career? I mean, I suppose all of these experiences, you know, only add to your repertoire.
Yeah, I think it makes you better in dealing with people and with different cultures and how, you know, people are. So I think that's definitely benefited me. From a coaching point of view, you get to manage against some world-class managers in World Cup qualifiers and games like that. So it tests your tactical side of it as well. So I'd like to think that whole experience has made me better.